Secure is a way to communicate for individuals or businesses in private with instant message, email. And with me is the CEO of Secure, Alon Giahi, to talk about, Alon, I mean, it seems like every week when we talk, there's another company, another hack, and now it's Signal, which was touted a few years ago as one of the more protected ones, but now there's been a hack there. So what do you know about that?
Yeah, so we've been talking about this for a long time. The reason why Signal became popular in February 2021 is when WhatsApp, Facebook, basically Meta now, decided to shut people's account unless they accept the aggressive terms of use, which eventually they backtracked, but they still rolled it back forward. So whoever's using WhatsApp, you're accepting those aggressive terms that they basically can take your entire data and resell it. So people, they said, okay, I'm going to Signal, they're rebels. But what they don't understand is that, okay, it's not Meta, but it's still hosted on AWS, so it's still big tech. As much as I respect Amazon tremendously, it is a good platform. But if you want privacy, that's not where you want to go. And the biggest flaw in this hack, which was 1,900 people that got hacked with text and Twilio, it's like a whole bunch of stuff mixed together in the article. It basically shows the flaw of having to give your phone number away when you download those apps. Because try to use any application and not give your phone number away. It just can't happen.
Yeah. You're absolutely right. I mean, you've talked about that from the beginning, because I think we hear so much about emails and don't click on the weird emails and things like that. But the phone number, I mean, everybody asks for this. And that's a way for them to get into your data as well, the phone number.
It totally is. And I was reading an article, I don't know if it's on CNBC Online or Wall Street Journal, but it talks about 2 billion or trillion texts being sent. And you know how you had the junk mail thing? Now you have the spam on text. And how do they get your phone number? Well, you can buy phone numbers from the telecom company or other vendors, data vendors, for cheap. And what's happening is that if somebody has your phone number, forget about hackers, but a normal, good white hacker can get into your phone and data mine everything you have and also all your contacts, and then it's their contacts. So it's like a Trojan horse having your phone number away. We do things differently, as you know.
Okay, so let's explain that. So how does Secure different then?
So if you have Secure Messenger on its own or part of the Secure application, which comes with email and Messenger, first of all, we never require your phone number when you register. You have to create a username and a password. And when you buy that and then you download from iOS or Android after you bought it from us, you need to first go to our site. Then you log in with your username and password. Nobody knows that you're using it. So then people tell me, yeah, but how can I text other people? It's not a texting, it's an app like a WhatsApp or Signal. The difference is that it's closed loop, it's got a lot of privacy tool, and most of all the other application, you need the recipient to have the same app. If not, you can't communicate. We have that chat by invite, so you can text someone to chat with you, even if they don't have Secure. And that you can take from your address book, your phone book, it'll synchronize it, or just text anybody you know. Today we offer 61 countries. And the fact that you don't have to give your phone number away when you download the app or when you register with us, that means nobody can data mine you, essentially. They don't even know that you're using it, right? And even if they have what we call your secure number, because you're given a 6-digit secure number, and if somebody wants to add you, A, they need to have it, and B, even if they have it, you still need to accept them in your circle of secure contacts. So if you don't want to, or you don't recognize anyone, you just block them.
And then the economy there's this debate, are we in a recession? What is a recession? Going on here. And, today it's a Monday, August 22nd. China has implemented a second interest rate cut in, I think, a week. So that's a clear clue. Their economy is slowing down. There's talk about inflation in the UK. how is Secure doing in this kind of, I think most people agree we're headed for a slowdown at some point. How's Secure doing in navigating all of this?
Those are good points. So first of all, when you lock down your entire country, you're like China did, you're going to have to put stimulus. And if you can't, spend trillions of dollars, you reduce your rates. I don't think it's going to do much. In terms of the inflation, really quickly, I think those inflation are labor inflation, so shortage of labor. I'm sure in New York City, I know people who own businesses and they tell me they have to hire people and pay them a lot more. I think that that's going to peak by Q1 of next year. But commodities like wheat and other things, aluminum, etc. In fact, if you listen to CNBC, I watch a lot Cramer, Jim Cramer is a person I've been watching for 30 years. He talks about all these companies like Coca-Cola and all, the aluminum pricing are going down. So they're going to be more profitable because the raw material is going down. But we don't see it because you and I go to a restaurant and we pay a lot more for food, but that will abate. I think it's more labor. In our business, we have had amazing revenue growth. In July was the best month of the whole company history, and August so far is up 45% compared to July. We had a tweet I think over the weekend on Twitter about real estate. Everybody's talking about real estate going to crash, and most likely the mortgage brokers, the independent one, 2/3 of them are going bankrupt. But we put a tweet that says there's no recession in email hacking, right? And people still need to use email, whether there's a recession or not. And more than ever, you need to protect your valuable data. Whatever asset you have, and in business, data is the most valuable asset, you need to protect it. So in our business, we don't see a recession. It's explosive growth. We keep seeing growth every quarter. And, we don't charge that much. I mean, if you're a business, are you going to really try to save $1 a month or $2? No, you can't afford it, because if your data gets stolen, you can lose millions of dollars. But generally, inflation, there's always like 1 month when the market is down, people panic. In October, it's going to be inflation is down and the market will probably go up, then go down and up. I think these are labor inflation. Raw material, I think, is going down. But the interest rates, I think, in the Western world are going up. And, we've seen the price of real estate softening up. So these are adjustment periods. And if you're a long-term investor, like I am, like you are, you shouldn't worry about the next 6 months or 12 months. As far as Secure, the growth just keeps going. And we haven't even talked about businesses. We're going to launch to small, medium businesses. And we have some enterprise feature, which we will discuss next week, that will target enterprise and businesses to protect themselves even more. Hackers don't have recession. People still need to use email. So that's what's good about our business.
Yeah. Well, no, I would think as a business owner, with the inflation and the labor and all these things going on, the last thing you want is some kind of hack into your data. So,
yes.
To take the precautions there would seem like it would eliminate a lot of stress down the road.
And I want to say one last thing, because we get like 99% of our revenue in US dollars, and the US dollar is going up, as a Canadian issuer, which most of our expenses are in USD now, because the marketing is in USD, but we do have some expense in Canadian. We're reporting Canadian dollar. This is an amazing thing for us. The US dollar is strong, and it's going to be strong for a while. So yeah, you don't want to save $10 to be hacked. B, in our business, people still are going to send emails.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks so much, Alon. Look forward to catching up next week.
Thank you, Jane. Thanks, everyone, for watching. See you next week.